So we're making fish pizza. Here's the crust. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But I'm not even going to try recording this from actual here in case it gets demonetized or something. Where's my rolling pin? I have a rolling pin. Who's in it? We'll just watch the comments. What's everyone up to tonight? So we got the crust out. Is that big enough for this pan? No. This crust is pretty thin. Yeah, I think I am going to move to Texas in the end of the month. Shit, this is not turning out very well. So I rolled this crust too thin, which will happen. Actually, just stuck to the table. Do you bake the crust first? I don't think you have to bake the crust first. I've not made homemade pizza in such a long time, I don't even remember how to make it. Someone on my last live stream just told me to make fish pizza, so I'm going to make fish pizza. So this one's going to be the gross one. I actually thought of an idea that if you just put like normal tasting fish on it, it might taste okay, because there was like some Italian recipe to cook up coho salmon which tasted really good. And just like bake them. So I think like the lake trout and sauger together might taste alright. But I think if you add the pickled northern and the carp sausage, it's going to taste like crap no matter what. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some pizza sauce. This is Ragu pizza sauce. Pour it in there. Then we're going to take some Italian cheese. Pour a bunch of cheese on there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up some chunks of fish. Here's some sauger. I feel kind of bad using sauger fillets for this, but I have caught plenty of them. This weekend I only caught one today though. So here I've cut the sauger up into chunks. We're going to put the chunks of sauger on the pizza. The next thing we're going to add is lake trout. Here's a chunk of lake trout. It's going to suck in Texas. There's not going to be any trout to catch. And then we're going to cut up some carp sausage. This stuff is not the best. It does not help that I caught these from the secret hole called the Pooh Hole where Lincoln's wastewater treatment plant flows into the creek. We're going to cut up the carp sausage. Well, this one must have not been smoked very good well either. We're going to put this on the pizza. No. Oh! Your ex-girl. Here's some pickled northern. Then I better add some peppers I cut up. Some mushrooms. Some olives. I don't think I'll put any tomatoes on this one because it's going to have so much junk on it. I'll put one. Then I put a little more cheese on top. And then I have my oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to take this and place it in the oven. This is going to be a little different flavored fish pizza. This one's not going to have pickled northern or carp sausage. This dough is really sticky. I guess there's not enough flour in it. I guess for this I can just spread it out. Yeah, there's a lot of fish. There's 4 species of fish on this little pizza. That's probably going to take a while to bake though because it has so much stuff on it. I'm on a whole bunch of online dating apps and they're all terrible here. Probably they watch my YouTube channel and see me eating pike eggs. And then they're like, I don't want to date that guy. So this one I'm just going to cut up some lake trout and the rest of the sauger fillet and put on this one. I was thinking it might have been better to fry the fish like you fry sausage in like garlic and Italian seasoning. And make like an Italian sausage out of the fish. But I didn't feel like doing it. So here's the chunks of lake trout. That's enough fish. Now I'm cutting up the sauger fillets. Then I'm going to add a few vegetables. So here's the second pizza. And now I'm going to make an actual pizza and then bake an actual pizza with normal ingredients and then bake that. So this fish pizza looks really greasy. I kind of was worried about that. That's going to take a while to bake. The crust, I should have baked the crust first. But we'll find out. So I think we're going to take out this pizza. It's still going to be runny. That other one looks really runny. That bottom one's actually cooking right. That crust actually tastes decent. I noticed that this is actually really runny too. Pizza looks like the one. This one does not have all the toppings on it. It's still really runny, but we'll see. For some reason, I think when I always make homemade pizzas, they end up running because I put too many toppings on them. This one doesn't have the carp and pickled northern on it, so it might taste a little better. I should have pre-baked the bottom crusts. Let's see how this tastes. That'll happen. This definitely tastes, this isn't terrible. Definitely tastes like fish. You can definitely taste the fishes on the pizza. It tastes like baked fish on a pizza. That other one was actually decent. Definitely not as good as the one just made with like pepperoni and vegetables, but it was still decent. Oh shoot, this is gonna spill everywhere. I was actually concerned about some of this fish being pretty oily, so it turning out runny. I think I'm just going to let this dry up, let this cool down, and eat it with a fork. Let's see how this tastes. It definitely has some remnant flavors of the carp sausage. I'm going to make an edited video of it. It definitely has some remnant flavor of the carp sausage I put on it, which is not necessarily a good thing. That was a complete waste of time to make. So, I don't know what else to say. Maybe I just didn't catch the carp from the right spot or something, because that was terrible. Actually, the couple times I've eaten carp, they've tasted terrible. But a lot of the fish from that creek in Lincoln tasted terrible. It might just be because it's a polluted, nasty creek that flows in the middle of the town. So here's the fish pizza. Well, there's a piece of pickled northern. I shouldn't have tried doing it. I don't know, actually just putting the fillets of fish on the pizza was fine. I'm sure if you put smoked fish on a pizza it would be fine too, but adding all this random stuff in is not so good. I figured just the sauger or lake trout alone on it would taste fine, but not adding all these other contraptions to it.